Hello, everyone. I'm Catherine Biroy, your personal growth and business coach, and I have just one mission to help you do what you love and make your dream business flourish. Therefore, I'm inviting experts to discuss certain topics with them for you. And I couldn't be more happier than today when I have my dear friend Dijana here with me. She is a global success and business coach with a client base in 17 different countries. Her unique charisma, high vibe energy, and expertise allowed her to impact and help hundreds of online entrepreneurs to launch and scale their online businesses. Her programs are renewed for international goal setting, business planning, and digital strategies. She guides you step by step to find your genius and transform your passion to profit. Her story as an online marketer, coach, and speaker started in March 2018 when she burned out, almost divorced, and on the verge of giving up, decided to make a pivotal change in her business. After the rock bottom, she became obsessed with working smarter rather than harder, and she is now the go-to expert for female entrepreneurs who are ready to make more impact, influence, and income. Her genius is automatization, systems and funnels, and how she is on the mission to support a million women to be, do and have whatever they desire and to live their vision of a freedom lifestyle. Welcome, Diana. I need to read all of this because I didn't want to make you think.
Wow, thank you so much. It's such an honor and such a joy to be here with you again.
Again, yeah, we are doing a lot of things together and I'm very happy about that. Can you tell us a little bit more about your story, how everything started? I'm very much impressed with everything that you do and I wish people to, get to know you a little bit better.
So my entrepreneurial journey started when I was 21 years old. So I started my first business just 16 years ago. And now I told you how old I am. But I started like simultaneously to with my bachelor's degree in business, and I started my first business, which was pretty much international. I was an importer of fashion accessories. I was collaborating with Germany, Israel, Italy, China, Sweden. So it was like really a massive growing curve for me that I knew by then that I want to work internationally. I just knew that I'm kind of international maven. I want to like really connect with people, different cultures and all this stuff. So that story of how I became now a global success and business coach is really goes back to that. That was always in my identity, being an entrepreneur and doing internationally. But really, in between, I did a lot of different stuff. Going from product-based business to now really to service-based business. And the story of how I became a coach. Like really start opening my company and starting to coaching people for money, right? You don't have business before you make money. Was just like, it was 2 years ago. And it was really by demand. Back then I was in network marketing company, where one of my clients said, you know what, I want to do what you do, working from home, but I don't want to sell these products, right? I want to coach people. I want to do yoga and all this good stuff, but I don't want to work with these creams and blah, blah, all this stuff. Can you teach me to do that? And I was like, first, okay, but it was off from demand, right? People wanted this. And this was like, so, okay, she wants me to do this. I'm going to give you what she wants, and I'm going to give her what she needs, right? I didn't have clue what I'm doing. And this was like a high-end product, a service. We are not talking about hundreds, $200. This was like a $1,000 program. I didn't know why I charged so much, but I did. I took a leap and I gave my best. Everything what I learned in like past 14 years being a business owner, I gave everything. Then it's like going from one-to-one clients to going to group programs. It was a massive learning curve. For me, I was burnout from having so much one-to-one clients to actually trying to launch a group program because I didn't know who to speak. It was easy for me to sell one-on-one program, like speaking like this. It was easy to sell. I knew who I'm talking to. I give you the tailored program, but when it came to like group programs, how can I actually impact more people? I didn't know how to speak to people. So I failed. I failed massively. I was so burned out in March 2018 when I launched my first online program. I worked my butt off and we sold one spot to my friend, which was like amazing learning experience. That was just like the first in a set of learnings, how universe said to me, you know what, girl, you need to slow down. This is not how to do a business, right? You're working too much. You're pushing. You need to take a step back to go forward. So that was like, okay, that summer, I really took a um, big look into my business. Where do I want to be? Who do I want to be? And how do I want my business to pursue in the future? Everything changed when I hired my first assistant. She worked on the back end with our tech and all this. I know I love funnels. I love launches. I love online world. It's my jam, but I couldn't do it all by myself because even setting up one landing page, it takes you a few hours, even if you love it, but it's something that you can delegate. And that was the biggest like breakthrough in my business, delegating what you can do. Maybe you enjoy it, but actually delegating what you don't need to do, what other people can do instead of you. And my Anna, she's a boss babe. Shout out to her. Like, I love her. She has been with me for more than a year. She's like really a magician. And that was like, now we are enrolling our fourth and fifth member just in 1 year, and like doing what I love, speaking, connecting with people, coaching, teaching. Like this is what I like generally love about my business. And this year was all about that. Setting intention about what is my genius zone and working more on that and working less on the things that I don't need to do in my business.
This is exactly why I invited you, because I love your honesty. I love how you tell your story and everything around that. And I want people to hear from someone who is truly successful. It's not easy, but it's doable. And everything, yeah, you can do everything. And now when you present it in that way with all the ups and downs, we just have to believe in ourselves and to proceed. I understand you. I was smiling because some of the pain points were the same. So what can you give as an advice to someone who is starting the online journey now after everything that you have learned, who is trying to develop the online business and, for example, failed in launching? How can you help them? How can you, be the coach or the supporter in that story?
So I would go like, whether you're setting up an online or offline business, the principles are the same. Know your happy spot, your sweet spot. Know what are you good at? What is your jam? Always know. You can do a test, a personality test or whatever. Know your strengths. That's like basics in business. Know where you're good at and know what you do. What do you want? What if money wouldn't be an issue? What would you love doing? Right? Know that. That's the first step. Second step, what are some other people asking you for help, right? It's not just what do other people see that you have as a skill, right? Before I started my coaching business, so that was actually the pivotal point for me. That client, she saw a potential in me as a coach outside the network marketing business. She saw something that I didn't see, right? So ask your ex-colleagues, what do they think outside of your box? What do they see that you are good at? Your spouse, your mom, your father, when you were little, what were you dreaming about? That's the second thing. And the third, be very mindful about what market wants.
Yes.
Don't go cold calling people or selling books on the door. Like that's over. That's an old story. Don't do that. I did that for 10 years ago. Don't do that. So know what your market knows. So market research, market research, market research. Always start from that. Like these are the three, like this is your sweet spot. Know that, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah, I experienced the same, and I found mine, and I'm so happy about it.
Yeah, your jam is LinkedIn, totally.
It's like complete transformation. Okay, you're now in the middle of one beautiful program, and I'm the part of it. And I would like you to share a little bit, a juicy story about it with my audience.
Yeah, so Christmas Extravaganza is actually like a 21-day free giveaway where I collaborate with 20 other experts who are also like industry leaders in their own field, all online business owners, but we have like website designers and all this good stuff. And I really like, one of my strong values is collaboration and like really creating that connection with people online. As you can see, I'm a huge extrovert, but I do run my business 100% online. So for me, that connection, that relationship building is highly important. And I know for a fact that if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together.
Yes.
That scaled my business enormously in 2019. I launched several projects with different people. You know, you were part of some of the projects. I know for a fact that my podcast wouldn't be so good if I wouldn't bring other people. I know for a fact that one of my best-selling programs wouldn't be if I wouldn't have experts on it. Doing those kind of collaboration, they always bring so much joy for me. Yeah, you need to set up everything right. You need to be that person that is a little bit of, okay, so visionary. So how do I set everything up? But you don't need to do it alone. And you need to be that kind of person that is really in love with getting other people into the spotlight, right? I enjoy spotlight, but me being that badass and saying, you know what? I have this person who is a badass in LinkedIn, Catherine B. Roy. She can teach you like the most secrets in 5 minutes about LinkedIn. Yes, heck, I'm gonna expose you, and I'm gonna feature you, and I'm gonna give you to my audience, because there is no competition. There is only community.
Yes.
Right? And this is why Christmas Extravaganza was built. And for a fact that I'm celebrating life. My both daughters are born in December, so why not giving people back just by celebrating my beautiful daughters?
Awesome. Guys, you have to join us. There are 20 of, badass experts over there, and I'm going to drop a link below in this, under this video. Now we're going to do a second part, which is called an expert fun with Catherine. We are going to do something fast and furious. I'm going to ask you a few very short questions, and you have like 10 seconds or just, a sentence to answer to me and to show your expertise to our audience. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
I love that. Awesome. So the first question, tell us 3 tips for business growth from scratch.
Business growth. Okay. So I think I told them, know
Yeah.
your genius, know your genius, know what other people think that you're good at, and know what market wants. And also I would add to that, don't be afraid to sell. Fell in love in selling, because selling like is the oxygen of your business. You don't have a business if you are not selling. You have a hobby.
Yeah. Awesome. Brilliant. The second one, what's the most important thing about business mindset?
Yeah, good one. I would say that you need to know that mindset is something that you work on every day. It's not just something that you read and okay, I'm going to put this on the shelf. You need to work with your mindset. You need to stretch yourself every single day, because if you don't do that, like you will get behind. Working on your mindset is key, and you need to do it every single day. Stretch yourself, go out of your comfort zone every freaking day.
Love it. Yes. And the third one, what's the best way to grow your business globally?
Okay, this is a good one, and I will go. Yeah, I will flip my story because I started my business internationally. I told the story. I would say start locally before you go globally, because that's something that I see with my clients. They want to scale a little bit too fast. I started because I had so much advantage. I wouldn't start my coaching business if I wouldn't move countries, if I didn't have that a little bit underdog advantage in my pocket, right? But I would always recommend build your audience locally and then go globally.
Awesome. Love it. Share with us a little bit where people can find you, how they can get in touch with you. Tell us a little bit about your services and something like that.
Okay, so Facebook is my jam. I don't know why I'm not so present on LinkedIn.
Until I get you on LinkedIn. Until I get you.
I'm going to change that. But yeah, guys, here on LinkedIn, I suppose, I'm going to be more visible. That's a humble promise. But Facebook is my jam. I love my group, Fearless and Successful Entrepreneurs. There is like a community that is so, that is created from love for women from all around the world. We have 16 countries inside, which is amazing. And this is really a place to connect and collaborate with other female entrepreneurs. It's a no rule zone. So if you're a rebel, I want you to join there. You can find me on Instagram. I'm starting my EGTV.
Bravo.
But I would love for you to join me there to see what's behind the scenes. I have pretty much 3 daughters. We do monkey business. I love to do EGTV stories. Or EGTVs, I don't even know. I'm starting there. I'm completely new.
I will find you.
But yeah, yeah.
You also run a podcast, right?
Yes, Fearless and Successful Podcast. Yeah, connect with us on podcast. I really love interviewing fearless entrepreneurs like Catherine. She was my guest on the podcast. It's really about that leap of faith, how we break free from that fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of success, and all these good stuff. I have some amazing guests there. So yeah, it's a podcast is an amazing way, and I'm going to tune into the podcast production in 2020 even more. It's going to be a fun year.
Awesome. Guys, I'm everywhere. Wherever she mentioned, with her, I'm over there. Thank you so much for being my guest. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.